What is good, y'all? SGG family, baby, back with another Reds rebuild, and today we're looking to get that elusive 74th win, so that way we can at least be a little bit better than last season. Now, if you remember, last year we ended up with 73, so obviously the magic number 74. We'll get into that full game when we get to 73 wins to hopefully have that chance to break into it. So go ahead, before the video even starts, like, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, of course, but go ahead and comment down below what series, what game do you predict win number 74 will come from. Go ahead and leave it down below. Don't try to change it up at the end when you know the answer and cheat. Nah, leave them comments down below. What do you think will happen and when it will happen? Now, obviously, of course, too, after that, then we'll look to go ahead and get to the end of the season, set up for the off season in the next video, and make some more moves to get this team at least closer to championship contention. We'll go ahead too. Also, you know, it is September. We got to go ahead and get our September call-ups in. So Jake Fraley and Tariq Skubal are the two that I want to go ahead and bring up. They were the ones that showed the most amount of promise out of everybody that was down at AAA, and felt like they deserved a shot to at least come up here for a month and show me what they can do. Now, as we simulate through, you see a couple of L's here, coming up a couple wins and a couple critical situations as we look to try to get our 74th win. Now, the first one here, just a simple Jonathan India getting his hitting streak up, but the first pitch he sees, this one's going deep back out into left field, and it will get down up against the wall. A nice little double here. Now you see the score though, 8-1 against Chicago. We ain't getting any closer to 74 here in this game, as that was his 30th double, but it ultimately ended up being an L here for us, as we were not able to go ahead and pull that victory out. But Vladimir Gutierrez had a pretty strong start, 4 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 6 hits in 5 innings. A little bit of inconsistency coming from our starters all season. As we go ahead and simulate through the rest of that, trying to avoid the sweep here. We are tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th to bring in Caleb Killian. 6 games, a 7.36 ERA. Probably not who they should be. Mike Moustakas was on the pitcher mound warming up, but probably not who you want to be bringing in a situation like this. And we got Cesar Hernandez, 1 for 3 on the day. Bottom of the 10th, no outs. A fresh chance to go ahead and get everything moved forward here and get a dub for us as he swings at the 4-seamer up in the zone. As we're looking to go ahead and get a victory here, bring us a little bit closer. Every win matters here at this point, and that is a fly ball deep to center field. He will get underneath it. A base running error here as he wasn't ready to go ahead and tag up, and they got him out at second base. So now quickly 2 outs. Full count to Moustakas. Deep ball to left. Did he do it? Mr. Clutch himself. Oh, it's off the wall. We'll take a double still, keep the rally going, because that brings over our newest clutch member of the squad, Joey Gallo, as he swings through the changeup. More home runs, more RBIs. Then Mike Moustakas himself, so maybe he can come up clutch here. Same ball, a little bit shorter on the distance. And this one's able to be gloved as we go ahead and take things to the top of the 11th. Lucas Sims will still be in the game. You know, we got the extra inning runner at second base. And we're looking to go ahead and shut them out so we can come back in the bottom half and try to walk this off. Of course, not a very good start here as he gets him down 2-0. Answers right back with 2 quick strikes and then gets him swinging at the upstairs heat. That's out number 1 for Lucas. Next, he's got Tyler McQuinn up. You know, he was formerly with our team. He flies this one out to Gallo. He'll get underneath it, glove it. No tag up opportunity there at all. As we've got 2 quick outs and the runner hasn't moved up. This is exactly what you want with that extra inning rule. Grounder over to India, and that will be the final out. Taking things to the bottom of the 11th, we've got Jesus Aguilar taking this one deep out into left field, going back to the gap at the wall. This one is deep gloved, and this time no base running errors as Joey Gallo is able to truck his way on over to third base. We go ahead and bring in Victor Robles, though, to pinch run, just in case it's a shallow fly. Give us a little bit of chance of speed, a little bit of chance to score on a shorter fly ball. It doesn't have to be all the way back against the wall just to move up. And next up, we got rookie Doug Granger, still leading the way for that Rookie of the Year campaign. Only hitting 180 with runners in scoring position, though, as he's got a very key clutch at bat here. Full count, doing what we've honestly seen him do probably more than not, walking over to first base. That on-base percentage got to be sky high. Next up, Tyler Stevenson comes up. He swings and misses at the first pitch, low in the dirt. 1 out, takes a 4-seamer up in the zone, and that's deep into left field. This is why we got the speed over there at third base. He's coming home. The throw is up the line, and we walk it off. The big red machine is moving on up. Victor Robles coming in. Tyler Stevenson taking off the helmet, running from the teammates, and getting tackled by Jake Fraley as we're able to walk out of here with a dub. Eliza Hernandez gets player of the game, 9 strikeouts and 6 innings of work. This is what I talk about, very inconsistent with our pitching staff. That boy went out and beasted today. And we're getting ever so close to that elusive 74th win. I know I'm going to keep talking about it until we get it. Lucas Sims coming in here trying to save the day. We are up 6-5 here, and the first batter he sees, he grounds this one out to left field for a little base hit. O'Neal Cruz tries to bunt one to Aguilar. It's too strong. He throws over to second, gets one. Hernandez back to the pitcher, not in time to get him. So we will still only have one out here. Jordan coming up, and this is a little bloop single. Sinzel's coming in onto it, throw into the cutoff man. And now we've got runners at the corners, one out. This is very dangerous. A ground ball ends it, but a ground ball to the wrong area wins it. This is a bunt right back to Lucas Sims. He'll glove it, throw to the catcher, got him! That's how you save your own ball game. Throws it over to the catcher, gets him for out number 2, getting the leadoff runners both times on both bunts. That's the perfect scenario, and this is popped up. You already know we don't even got to celebrate. India gloves it. We go ahead and catch ourselves another victory here behind a very, very scary 9th inning from Lucas Sims. Looking into the box score, you can see here Joey Gallo hit his 36th home run of the season, getting closer to 100 RBIs with 2 more, getting him at 90. Tyler Mahaley, not a great start, but Tyrese Skubal, 2 1/3, gave up 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, not too bad. We'll be seeing a little bit of him a little bit later on, but we got another key situation here, trying to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th this time. 1 out, Tyler Stevenson is up. 1-2 count here. He evens things back up against Matt Strum. 4-seamer right down the middle of the plate. Just got underneath it, and he pops this one right over to third base. So now it's 2 outs just that quick. Nick Senzel looking to try to walk this off. That's a liner. Could be into the gap. It's slicing into his glove as he gloves it. And Boston walks away with a victory here. Not going to be here when we get win 74. But that was just another scenario we could have gotten. There goes Gutierrez once again. 5 2/3. 5 earned runs this time. Wishy-washy. And a 3-for-5 game by Doug Granger didn't slap by mommy. I saw that. But we come into this Marlins series at 72 and 77, needing 2 more victories to break that record. So we'll go ahead and simulate game 1 here. Jesus Aguilar will be out for 1 to 2 weeks with an injury. So that means we have to bring up Jake Bowers. He's been the next best person at AAA that I think could possibly move up. Doesn't have any options, so I don't feel bad about it. So we go ahead and move him up to the major league roster. Unfortunately, I found out that he was not even on the 40-man. So I did have to go ahead and make a quick move. Thankfully, we had 2 spots still open for that. We go ahead and make the move to put him up onto the 40-man, and then we go ahead and draw him up to the major league roster. And through the 2 simulations, we lose the first game, win the second. So that brings us into game 3. Ready to A, get the series victory, and B, win elusive game number 74. It's been a long time. I honestly didn't think it'd take this long into the month. We were on a pretty hot streak coming into this month. I thought we would keep it up and get it a little bit sooner, but here we are, basically in the final week of the month, still looking for that win to draw us over where we were last year, make us at least a little bit better, at least a little bit more improvement. I think we started the season slow. The second half was a lot stronger, especially from our batters. Our pitchers started to begin to improve a little bit, but still were wishy-washy, kind of fell off near the very end of the season when things started to be like, all right, we're not in the playoff hunt no more, so we can kind of chill out. Now, we got Luis Severino coming up, new free agent pickup. It's perfect time to go ahead and let him try to get win number 74, as I feel very confident with what he's been able to do. Had a pretty strong season, all but this basically last half month. As he goes in and grounds this one over into the outfield and gets a base hit. We got 1 out, runner at first base, as he looks to go ahead and contain this inning and not give up too much. 0-2 off 2 straight looks here. Swings and misses through the circle change, which was nasty all day. We got a 2-2 count here to Jesus Sanchez. This is a fly ball deep into left field, back at the wall, and it is gone. Up there into like the second row category of seats up there, almost where it could have left the park. His 28th home run of the season, and he puts the Marlins up 2-0 here in the first inning early. And that would not be all this inning has to offer. Brian Anderson up 2-2 count. He grounds this one over towards India. He'll go ahead and glove it. Throw goes the first over his head. And that'll go down as an E4 as this inning will continue with a chance that they can go ahead and take this lead. Now Granger coming in. He will back up a little bit. A base hit again. And Severino already 21 pitches through this first. It might be a short outing for him today, so who knows who we'll get to see. But he swings and misses. That is Clint Frazier getting the strikeout to end the first. Jesus Sanchez goes in and puts his team on top, though. And we got to face off against Sixto Sanchez. 30 starts, 4.21 ERA, only 172 hits, 157 strikeouts in 181 2/3 innings. So hopefully we can go ahead and put up some offensive runs here today. I feel very confident about our offensive chances as we go ahead and get things kicked off with one of the best leadoff shortstops in the league. Shortstops, I say shortstop is the main position, but second baseman, Jonathan India, 2.83 ERA this season, and so far he's working a 3-0 count through the first 3 pitches. Swings and misses through the upstairs heat to get it back to 3-1. But I say you got to go ahead and pump the brakes, get the red light on this one. And he gets the lucky call. Sinker on the outside black is not called, and he walks his way over to first. You got Solano on a full count pitch himself. Grounds this one out into the outfield for a base hit. That's 2 pretty long at bats for him as well. He's only faced 2 batters. 16 pitches in already, almost matching Luis Severino. This one is out into the gap, and it will get down, going up against the wall. A little bit of base running confusion here, as it looks like Hernandez is at second. India's going home. He's tagged out. Solano's going over to third. Throw goes over. Not in time. So not able to pick up a run. There's India a little hesitant leaving second base, and it might have cost them a run there. As we got next, Mike Moustakas. 0-1 count, deep back, left field. That one went a ways away. It is a home run for the Big Red Machine, as the wind must have carried that one. I thought that for sure was going to be a fly out, but the wind just kept carrying and carrying on to home run number 29 on the season and giving the Reds a 3-2 lead. Just as quickly as their starter gave it up, they got it right back. Give them that lead. That's exactly what you want to have happen, especially when you've got even more power hitters coming up next. So Joey Gallo swinging over that changeup. That could have also been a home run. And I tell you, the luck just keeps getting slimmer and slimmer for him. He gets a changeup right down the middle. He ends up with a strikeout. Now Doug Granger here grounds this one over to third. Just goes and takes that walk back to the dugout. We're able to just do what we need to. Went ahead and took our lead back. Now it's up to Luis Severino to settle down and keep us in this ball game long enough to go ahead and get a victory. Now he grounds out the first batter he sees over the shortstop. Solano will glove that and throw over to first. This one will be chopped out into the outfield. Senzel comes in and he will take it. 2 quick outs as we go ahead and face Khalil Watson at the top of the lineup again. This one's up the middle. Solano running for it, can't get it. So it will be a base hit with 2 outs. And you see Solano is playing shortstop. We put Hernandez at DH for the day to get a little bit of rest. He was a little tired. And there goes the runner on first base running. Stevenson up, throw to Solano. Got him! Tyler Stevenson was a little tired too, but I said, I need you for game 74. He said, I got you. And he gets a clutch caught stealing right there. Now Colin Moran with a dribbler over the shortstop himself. As we look to go ahead and continue our offense, see if we can keep rattling Sexto here. And here comes Stevenson up to bat. 2 for 3 last game. Let's go ahead and continue that off with a base hit to start your first at bat here today as well. As we've got him almost looking at 30 pitches. Kind of working these counts a little bit. We got Senzel with the 1-2. Swings at the curveball in the dirt. That thing is nasty. And next we got 0-2 to India. Swing. Try to check it, but they're going to say he went around. Throw will go down to first base. He was over there tapping a little too much. He almost missed out on it. And now to go ahead and end things in the bottom of the second. Now we skip ahead. Top of the fourth. Garcia's up at the plate. That is a grounder past Moustakas. Gallo will come in and glove it. He will leave it behind for a little bit. And that gives Garcia enough time to get over into second base. I don't know how they judged that one, but I would give Gallo an error if it was me. Now this one. Chopped over to Moustakas. This time he gloves it. Tries to do a pump fake to get him back to second. Not enough time to recover over to first. They gave that a base hit. So now we got runners at first and second. And then things get even worse as the curveball goes all the way over, almost to the backstop. And runners move up into second and third. Still no outs. Miguel Rojas flies this one to Senzel. He will come in and get it. The throw will come in not accurately, though, as it is up the line. One of our weaker armed outfielders And that was just the right person to hit it to get that sack flies. The game is now 3-3. Now this time it's out to Joey Gallo. Will they test again? They will. It's coming home. Throw on a rope right there. Got him out by a mile. Joey Gallo, that's why he's a gold glover out there in the outfield. Just catches it up, throw on a rope right down the catcher. Look at that. Almost head length the whole way down. Had plenty of time to catch it, set up, and wait for him. But the ball game is tied 3-3. We skip ahead again to the top of the 6th. Still no offense from us yet today. But Luis Severino is starting to get tired. He's at 86 pitches. And I got an old mindset. I'll admit it. I think my starter should be able to at least throw out 100 pitches a day. If you're giving up only 3 earned runs, I want to see you at least make it to the 7th inning. And I want to see you get that high pitch count. Now, this one is a dribble over to Moustakas. They were stealing anyway, so no play at second. And go ahead and get him out at first base. 88 pitches in, now 91 pitches in against Clint Frazier as he flies this one to Senzel. Just give me one more out. We'll go ahead and call the outing and get somebody else in to finish out this ball game. So hopefully he'll end up with a no decision. But to do that, he's got to get through Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1 on the day with that sac fly earlier. That was a double play. 1-2 count to him here. Trying to get him to swing at the slider. Not going to work. What will the strikeout pitch be? 96 pitches deep. Getting tired. This is a 4-seamer up in the zone. Only 95. He's able to go ahead and bloop this one down in front of Gallo. He does not have enough time to try to throw that one home. They just take the lead right back. It is 4-3. And now instead of being on the hook for no decision, Luis Severino might be on the hook for a loss. Trying to at least give me one more out here to go ahead and get us out of the 6th so I don't have to work. Whew, my bullpen too much. That one ends up foul. Next pitch, he gets him looking at that 4-seamer on the outside black. And that one's in on the hands. He's able to bloop this one over India's head, and this will be a base hit. And at this point, I'm like, all right, 100 pitches deep. You're just giving up 2 back-to-back singles. Let's go ahead and get a Tariq Screwball in. Let's see what he got up here. 6 games, a 2-0 record, 4.40 ERA, so we'll look to get that a little bit lower. But I like the strikeout numbers. 16 for 5 in 14 and third innings. And we'll see what he's able to come in here and do in the first batter. He faces Watson down 2-2, evened it back up. Swings and misses through the 4-seamer, gets a strikeout as soon as he comes in. And we go ahead and go back to our batters. Full count for Gallo. He walks over to first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Sexto starting to get a little tired himself. 86 pitches into it. We'll see if they make the right move here. If they make a similar move to us as Doug Granger flies this one deep to center field. He'll get underneath it, glove it. Nice, easy second out. Next, Colin Moran. 0 for 2 on the day, evened up count, but he gets this one right back up the middle. It'll be a base hit, and kind of similar situation to us, just no run scoring before we make this decision. But they go ahead and decide to pull him. 2 back, well, not back to back, but base runners getting on base here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're like, all right, Sexto, he's throwing a lot of pitches. Go ahead and come out. We're going to bring in Jesus Luzardo. 84 and 2/3 innings, 65 strikeouts, 41 walks. A 4.57 ERA. Maybe we can tattoo him and get some runs off. First pitch he sees Stevenson. A little bit early there as he could have hit that 12-6 a long ways. Gets a little bit under the 2-seamer here as this one is deep, but not deep enough. And that'll end the 6th inning. We go back to Tariq Screwball as this man was masterful in his innings in relief. Getting a strikeout there to go ahead and start things off. Did not allow an earned run here for the rest of his outing. Flies us out to Joey Gallo. And I'm very impressed with his stuff. For sure going to get that spring training invite. I think, at least the way I pitched with him too, made a strong case to be one of our lefties to stay up here at the major league roster. I think he was so close last year. Got a little bit of development down in AAA, and I think he's fully, completely ready, especially when our starting rotation is up in the air question marks with consistency. I don't know who our ace is. I don't know who our 2, 3, 4, 5. I know who's in competition for those 5 spots. Really 6, because somebody's going to be long reliever too. But I don't know who's going to be in them. Now 2 outs here, he gets another strikeout. That is 3, 4 on the day as he's able to go ahead and get us out to face Anthony Bender with still a 4-3 lead. Into the bottom of the 8th, not much here to do, but get some people on base. As Cesar Hernandez, 2 for 3 already, make it 3 for 4. Starting off the 8th inning right. That's exactly what we need, a base runner. He gets on first base. Mike Moustakas is up next. This is the part of the order that you want. Especially when you need 1, 2, maybe even 3 runs. This part can deliver for us. So we got a full count to Moustakas, and he watches the slider up and away. He's going to go ahead and walk himself over to first base, and that brings up Mr. Joey Gallo, Mr. 40-piece on the season. Can we get 40 right here? perfectly timed up on that slider right over the middle, not able to get it in. And then another base running blunder here. As we're trying to get over to third base, the throw is bobbled. So Cesar Hernandez is able to get there, but Moustakas never went back. Full disclosure mode, I think I didn't push the up analog stick all the way towards Cesar Hernandez and moved him over to third by accident. It is what it is. But Doug Granger will walk over to first base, and the inning is still continuing. Colin Moran, though, we wish we had Jesus Aguilar back in that spot because unfortunately that's a little chopper to the catcher. And we're having to go to the bottom of the ninth against Casey Sadler, looking to try to win this ball game and get win number 74. Go to 74 and 78 on the season. But it's going to be through him. Tyler Stevenson coming up 1 for 3 on the day, looking to start the bottom of the ninth cleanly, as that is a cutter up in the zone, deep out into left field towards foul territory as it's caught. Would have been inbound for a little blooper, but not enough room out there to let it drop. Nick Senzel is up next. He bloops this cutter out in the center field. This one will get down in front of the center fielder, though. So we've got a base hit. Going back up to the top half of the order, Jonathan India up first, 1-1. This is a chopper. Catcher's coming out to get it. He's slow to get out there. Throw over to first base, not in time. First and second, 1 out, and we might have a chance to at least tie this ball game up. Donovan Solano is up next, and he gets some high, sweet chin music right up at there at the elbow, shoulder blade area, and bases are loaded for Mr. 3 for 4, Mr. Cesar Hernandez. This is who you want up more than Joey Gallo, honestly, because at least he hit for average. First pitch he sees is a chopped cutter as we're praising him. Gets a double play ball there, and unfortunately, we walk out of here with the series loss and without win number 74, man. We are not able to go ahead and complete it here today. We did not complete the comeback. Pitching kind of, maybe that's my fault, letting him stay out there a little too long. I just feel like I should be able to get more out of my starters, but maybe I need to change my mindset when playing these games to help us be a little successful. Maybe I could have got them out a little early. I just want them to get their wins and losses. But I should be happy with no decisions sometimes. Maybe it'll help the team get some wins. So unfortunately, 11 hits, giving up 8 strikeouts. He wasn't able to get it done. We lose the next game against the Cubs. I went into the watching mode for this one to hopefully see if we can get a dub. And here, you see we're already up 3-0, going for win 74. Can we clutch it out and get it? We're up 5-0 here. It's looking promising. They only have 1 hit given up. Hernandez is pitching a masterful game. Gets another 3 outs there. In the bottom of the 5th, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Hernandez is still out there, still pitching strong. Going into the bottom of the 7th inning, still out there, running out of energy though. So they're probably about to get him out here in a second. We're up 6-0 though. It gives up 2 home runs. And I pushed the wrong button, full disclosure mode again. But we get win 74. It happens on the season. Let's go ahead and watch them cheer up their hats. As we go ahead and do it, we improve. We got slightly better. Now let's see how many wins we can go ahead and chalk up for this season to shoot for next season. We're able to do it. Home run from Tyler Stevenson, his 17th on the season. Gallo's at 94 RBIs, getting closer to 100. Same with Moustakas, up to 86. And Hernandez is the win against the win with 7 innings of work. Now we go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. Jesus Aguilar and everybody's coming back. He's been activating everything. But look here, as the AAA bats win their division and are going to the postseason to take on the Bulls in the divisional round. Now AA not so lucky, 29-40. But AAA is actually going to the postseason. So where I thought we were about to simulate out and just go in and get into the offseason, AAA surprised me and they actually beasting and feasting now. So let's come look at some of these stats. And next time in the next video, we'll be going through at least that divisional round and seeing maybe if they win the AAA championship. Now you see Max Surratt, Jay Allen here, Ellie De La Cruz leading the way in hits, home runs. Austin Hendricks with 24, 81 RBIs, batting 260. Kyle Farmer 17 with 80 RBIs, batting 280. That's what I like to see. They've got some pop. Some people hitting for RBIs, some people hitting for averages. I see some 305s over there, 372 by Hopkins and Callahan, but they just got brought up from the AA roster. Imagine getting brought up and getting put on IL too. Tyler Callahan is unlucky, but Michael Chiriani at first base batting 305 too. Might be somebody that we look at long term for maybe coming up to the major league roster. But in terms of WAR, Kyle Farmer and Jay Allen actually leading the way with that 3.3. Jake Bowers with the 3.1 after we had to send him back down. But Jay Allen's progressing pretty nice. Next year might be his year. You see a plus 11 on the contact versus lefties. Power's going up. His fielding, discipline, everything's going up across the board. So don't be surprised if you see him not only get the spring training invite, a couple of spring training starts, and he probably makes the bench next season. I think it's Jay Allen's time. 75 overall, 20 years old, might be his time. And the pitching staff, they're looking good too. Some of these guys are fighting for roster spots at the major league level. Kyle Tyler, Hunter Green, now Brandon Bailey coming out of nowhere, 15-8 season this year, 153 strikeouts, lowest ERA amongst my starters. I think there's a lot of competition to make this major league roster, and it's got me excited because that means there's a lot of good young talent to build this team up in the next year or two. I can see us making that series push for maybe wild card spot, maybe the division, because our division is kind of weak. I wanted to look at our quality starts here. Brandon Bailey was 17, the same amount as Hunter Green. Brandon Williamson with 12. Kyle Tyler, unfortunately, was 7. So and he's not so much so in that talks of being in that conversation. Blake Hare actually came up from AA2 as well during the September call-ups and had 5 starts, 3 of them quality starts. He's 3-0 with a sub-4 ERA, 3.26 ERA. He might end up staying at AAA. Like, he was the most impressive pitcher at AA. He might have earned himself, not only with the stats, but that kind of performance, a spot at AAA permanently. Now, WAR, you see Hunter Green actually leading in that with a 4.8, so still in that conversation as well. Brandon Bailey right behind him with a strikeout per 9. Blake Hare with a 10.9, even though he didn't have much innings, it's pretty promising. Same thing with Hunter Green. I want to see low home run per 9. Everybody basically under a 1 there, which is good. So there's a lot of good things to be seen and a lot of good things that we're going to see in the next episode. And what we'll go ahead and do for the format as far as that goes, we will play a full game here with Hunter Green in the bats. Games 2 and 3, we'll go ahead and player lock with either somebody I'm impressed with or whoever I decide to player lock with. If it goes to a game 4, we'll stay player lock. If we go to a game 5, that is actually Blake Hare's starting spot, so we will go to a player lock, but with Blake Hare for sure. If we go ahead and make it past this round, we'll go a little bit quicker with just straight player locks to kind of get through the next round and see if they actually end up winning the AAA championship. And then after that, we'll go ahead and simulate, obviously, the MLB playoff season, wins the World Series, and get us set up for the offseason. So that'll be next episode. Episode 26 will be the offseason. Episode 27 will be the start of the next season. So if you guys are interested and ready for all that, man, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe down below for your boy. Really appreciate it so much. Shows all the love and support for you guys, man. If you guys want to keep the series coming out even faster, let them know too as well. Hope you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka GM Smooth, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm gone.